The championship is absolutely full of talent, whether it's a Luke 09 tackle, a Luke 09 piggyback,
Still Sydney, Luke 09's riding on the back,
or a Luke 09 porno. So today we are going to be looking at 10 players that are just far too good for the championship level and ultimately need to be playing in the Premier League next season. First up we have Ryan Giles at Middlesbrough. He's on loan from Premier League side Wolves and he's absolutely tearing it up this season. 11 assists from left back and the most key chances created for third place Borough this season with 21. He's a brilliant ball carrier and he is excellent going forward. He really strives in the final third despite being a left wing back. Him and Chuba Akpom have combined excellently this term and it means that Borough are really pushing for that automatic place, and without Ryan Giles it would be a completely different story. There's arguments that he's the greatest left back in the championship. It's between him and Ian Maatson, and for me I've gone with Giles, just very narrowly. But alongside his great attacking ability, he's also fairly solid defensively. He's got 0.91 interceptions per 90, and considering he plays in a side that are very attacking, I think it is very important to still be quite solid defensively. You know, on the counter you can get caught out, and also when you're in his position it's quite important to be solid defensively. We know what Man United legends can be like. Next up on the list, we have Patrick Roberts. Now, I know Sunderland fans, I know many Championship fans kind of overlook Patrick Roberts' ability on the ball and what he's done for Sunderland this season due to the performances of Amad Diallo. Now, I know Amad is a brilliant player and it was really close between Roberts and Amad to go into this list, but I genuinely think Roberts is better. An unbelievably technically gifted winger who has the second most assists for Sunderland this season. However, Roberts does kind of lack in the final third. His output isn't amazing. I'll put it on the screen right now, but I do think under really good coaching, I think Roberts could really strive and push on to get them stats going in the final third to combat his brilliant ability on the ball. I mean, he averages 3.4 dribbles per 90 minutes. You could put this lad in a room with Adam Johnson and Jack Diamond and he'd still come out untouched. Now, continuing to move through the list, we've got Burnley's Rolls Royce, the Vincent Kompany regen. It's Jordan Bayer, a centre-half that's competent on the ball. You know what? Scrap that. He's not competent on the ball. He's fucking Lionel Messi.
Proietta para Messi, 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 immens Messi, encara 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 Messi.
Alongside Bayer's ability to drive up from the defence, which is so key in a team that are very possessionally dominant. I mean, it creates chances from when Burnley are stuck, playing it along the backside. He then drives out and creates big space. We've seen him do it so many times this season. Alongside that though, he's one of the best passers in the championship despite being a centre-half. Bayer averages 76.7 passes per 90 minutes, which is obviously key to Vincent Kompany's system. You know, they're passing it round and passing it round and passing it round again. But these 76.7 passes put him at the very top of Burnley's passing charts per game. Jordan Bayer though is not just a very good attacking asset to have from centre-half. The way Burnley play often leaves one centre-half left at the back as they press and try and pin teams in, often operating in like a 6 up front formation. This means in many phases of the game, Bayer's often left to defend alone and to kind of look after that back line and protect his keeper, which, you know, you can imagine the amount of one-on-ones that Bayer has to deal with, come and meet the ball, interceptions are absolutely key to Burnley. If Bayer slips up just once, the opposing team more often than not will be through on goal. Now, this next player is arguably the most Millwall defender I have ever seen. Yes, it's another centre-half. It's Charlie Cresswell. I mean, the lad doesn't half die for the badge, does he? A man on loan from Leeds, Cresswell has been absolutely key to one of the best defences in the Championship this season. Millwall sit the 5th lowest in the charts for goals conceded per match in the Championship, and Cresswell is a huge part of that. The young centre-half is averaging 0.9 blocks and 3.5 clearances per 90 minutes. I'm just going to remind you, this lad's only 20 years old. Honestly, with Leeds potentially in a relegation scrap, I could genuinely see Cresswell coming at the first team next season, especially if they manage to go down. I can't really see him leaving Leeds. I feel like it'd be a pretty silly transfer for him with him only being young. But I think if Leeds stay up, maybe another loan spell for a higher end Championship club. No disrespect to Millwall. Or if Leeds come down, I could fully see him having a breakout season next season in that Leeds side. Now we've got Alex Scott. No, not her. The one that was used like a racehorse by Luke 09.
riding on the back, last ride, trying to Pearl any second now.
Alex Scott has already been looked at by many Premier League clubs, for example Tottenham Hotspur. Poor lad. But I have to say, such Premier League interest is very much so warranted. Scott is a unique and diverse midfielder who excels in a high press. He averages 0.6 wins in the final third per 90 minutes, and let's just be honest, not a great Bristol side. You can just imagine how great he would be in a side that really are already amazing at press. I mean, the best side in the Championship like Burnley, maybe a little bit of bias here, but Alex Scott would absolutely cook for them. Yeah, Alex Scott is not all just about his running around like a headless chicken. He's also brilliant with the ball. He's a central midfielder that is full of flair and spice on the ball. I mean, he's like adding that little bit of extra spices to your curry. He just makes it absolutely perfect.
What?
He also has so much technical ability and a great final ball, despite only 4 assists this season. The Gyok. No, not the dip. The Swedish lad that's mates with Fingaldins. Victor Gyökeres is a joke of a player, and it is absolutely no secret that he is far too good for the Championship. 26 goals and assists in just 38 games for a side sitting 8th in the Championship is absolutely outrageous. Gyökeres is destined for Premier League football this summer, and in January he was almost there. Everton was sniffed around, but Coventry made sure to hold by their asking price. However, with just a small period of time left on his contract, it really could be time for Gyökeres to depart from the Sky Blues. He's got everything built for a Premier League side. He's strong, he's fast, he's great with his feet, he's a deadly finisher, and he can also create chances when he has to. But the real question is, can Burnley buy him for a pack of minstrels? Please. Now we're doing a little circle back round to another Burnley player. We've gone from Bayer and now we're on to the Eden Hazard regen.
Why are you gay?
It is Manuel Benson. Honestly, the ball sticks to Benson's feet no matter if he's in a minefield.
What the dog doing?
Or if he's just at Reading at home.
I'm fast as fuck, boy. I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Benson is also statistically the most clinical player in the Championship, with just 0.34 goals expected per actual goal, if that makes sense. But Manuel Benson has been like a hidden gem for Burnley. He's been discovered by company and then brought in for fairly cheap. If Benson can stay fit next season, which he has at stages struggled this year, then I have no doubt he will continue to impress. However, next season in the Premier League against Eric Ten Hag, not Kolo Toure.
What did he say fuck me for?
Now we've got the man that arguably rivals Victor Gyökeres for the title of best striker in the Championship. It's Chuba Akpom. I probably shouldn't like him considering, I guess they're kind of battling Burnley. Not really. But honestly, I absolutely love him because he's so entertaining. 27 goals and assists in just 32 games in Akpom in a side that have won the most points in the league since Michael Carrick did take over a little bit earlier in the season. But Akpom has been absolutely vital to this. His goals and assists and overall link-up play is so key to the way Middlesbrough play. I said before when I was talking about Ryan Giles, without them two, Middlesbrough would generally be nowhere near the playoffs, never mind automatics. Can Borough go up automatically? I don't know. But the good thing with Akpom as well, and I'm sure Middlesbrough fans maybe won't care so much about this, outside of his output, he's so entertaining. He goes past people with ease, he drops his shoulder and he's gone. He's big and physical at the same time. He's almost that perfect player, especially in the Championship. He makes it literally look like Haaland makes the Premier League look. Now, I'm sure we can't guarantee that Borough will be in the Premier League next season, but whether they are or whether they aren't, then Akpom surely has to be kicking about at some point in the Premier League. I'm going to be honest, this one may potentially be a little bit of a stretch when we say too good, but I genuinely couldn't leave him out. He's been brilliant this season for Luton Town, a side that supposedly are massively overachieving. I think they've got one of the lowest spends in the Championship, yet they sit joint on points with third place Middlesbrough. It's Carlton Morris. I can't even lie, this is just one of them that reeks of a Sean Dyche signing. A big lad, good finisher. If Dyche doesn't have his hand on him, then something's gone wrong with the world. Honestly, I'm genuinely shocked that no one really talks about Morris like at all. He's averaging over 1 goal or assist in the Championship this season in every single game. I mean, the lad's more consistent than a Sidemen Sunday.
The what?
Yeah. But finally, we've made our way to the end of the list, and this is arguably the best one out of the 10. Iliman Ndiaye. The lad that went from some Sunday League YouTube football to assisting at the World Cup. Ndiaye has literally forged himself such a good career already. He has the most goals and assists for Sheffield United, who sits second place in the Championship, but also alongside this excellent output, I mean, he scores for fun. He's a great assister. He's got a great chance creation rate. He's also so entertaining, man. Averaging just under 2.5 dribbles per 90 minutes in the Championship, and Jaya is almost untouchable on his day. I mean, you watched him in the semi-final against Blackburn. Honestly, they could not handle him, and Rovers are supposed to be one of the better sides in the league. If Iliman somehow isn't in the Premier League next season, honestly, I'll eat a hat. Everton was sniffing around him in January. I know there's multiple players in this list that Everton have been sniffing around. I'm sure they're all absolutely buzzing that nothing actually came from it. But Njaya, whether it's with Sheffield United, which is looking very likely, or someone else, I mean, I could see him at Burnley.
Let's not take the piss here.
I've said it before, but Njaya is arguably one of the most Vincent Kompany players I've ever seen. Iliman is so good. Sheffield United fans are so lucky to have him. But will they have him come the summer? It's a different story. If you have enjoyed today's video, then maybe you'll enjoy this one right here. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.